guys, we are still in the depths of winter, and personally I find that February and March are somehow harder to me than December and January. And I know March is technically spring, but like here in New York, it's really always a hit or miss whether we actually get spring weather. So I low-key sometimes count March as like very tail end of winter. That's why today I really wanted to go in depth of my night routine, because I feel like I have built up so many amazing habits that have really improved my mental health over the years. And I'm someone who really used to struggle with anxiety, depression, seasonal depression. Like I was really down bad. I used to have just like the worst habits. Now I feel like one of my goals in life and one of my goals to share on the internet is how to take impeccable care of yourself. I know winter in general can be really hard, and I encourage you guys this year, learn a skill that does not have to do with your phone. I think putting your phone down, disconnecting. Personally, one of my goals this year was to learn how to cook more, and if you guys watch my videos, you know I have been in my cooking era. Thanks to our sponsor Skillshare, they are making one of my goals a reality. Skillshare is actually the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry experts all across film, design, productivity, and more. So if you want to get into cooking like me, or if you want to get into like crocheting, knitting, sewing, they have so many crafting courses that you can take. I highly encourage you guys. This month of February, we are all bundled up inside anyway. You can take these courses, join the community literally from your couch or from your bed. I just think the best thing you can do for yourself is invest in skills that your future self is going to thank you for. So if you want to learn any of those hobbies that you've been thinking about doing for a long time, take this month of February, and the first 500 people that use the link in my description are going to get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, and you can join me either on my cooking era, or I would love to know which course you guys end up taking. So let me know, and let's jump into my night routine. Welcome to my unwind routine. Got the comfy cozies on, and we're ready to make dinner. I want to take you guys through my night routine that absolutely saved me when it comes to like my sleep, my anxiety, my mental health in general. Like my mood and overall well-being is so much better because of all of the habits I'm about to break down for you guys. And we're gonna do it vlog style. So we're gonna make some dinner together. To keep it basic, we're gonna do a sheet pan meal. It's always been one of my go-tos. So let's get started. First thing is making sure you're eating enough during the day and taking care of your body. So one thing I always like to do is make sure all of my dinners have a carb, a protein, and a veggie. Another really important thing is looking into the nutrients that you're getting during the day, because that is also really important. Sleep in general is quite literally so foundational. Making sure you're focusing on nutritious, whole foods that fuel your body is very, very important. It's actually quite alarming when I go on my For You page and I see women promoting like not eating during the day. But I really want to encourage you guys, take care of your bodies, and that includes fueling your body. Sheet meals have to be the easiest thing you can make. One of my best friends is actually a nutritionist. She told me that the sweet spot of eating before bed is like 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. I think the thing about adulthood is that you kind of have to be your own parent in a way and make sure you go to bed at the same time every day, wake up around the same time every day, and eat dinner around the same time every day. Like having a dinner time is very important, especially with your like digestive system and sleeping. Like you don't want to be like up because like you're bloated or like you're gassy. I don't know if I can I say that on YouTube? That like 2 to 3 hour mark gives your body enough time to like actually digest and get ready for bed. I'm gonna eat this and then check in for our self-care part of the night. Okay, you guys, now we are on to part 2, aka the self-care part where we talk about stress, anxiety, all that jazz. I feel like it's important to mention that your night routine actually starts in the morning, and 2 things I learned over the years are 1, getting sunlight in the morning, like opening your blinds and then looking towards the sun. It sends a message to your brain that it's like, okay, it's daytime, we are ready to wake up and slay the day. The second is exercise. I usually do a class a day and then I always hit 10K steps a day because exercise, I feel like I don't need to tell you guys how important it is, like for your body, cardiovascular health, for your mental health. And this is coming from someone who used to hate working out. I did not do sports in high school. I didn't like working out until my like mid-20s. We have made it to the last section of this video, aka our sleep environment. 3 basic things we have to get out of the way is you have to make sure your room is dark, quiet, and cool. If you need to invest in blackout curtains like me, it's 110% worth it because I was going to sleep and my blinds were not doing anything. And so I was like, you know what? Something needs to give. And I invested in blackout curtains and it was the best investment ever. But trying to make it as quiet as possible or using a sound machine, I love a fan. There's actually so much science backed on having a cool room at night. I think the ideal temperature is 65 degrees. Our body temperature naturally drops at night, and so having a cool room supports, like, I think it's REM sleep and deep sleep. Next thing on our agenda is I wanted to tell you guys about the supplements I use for my anxiety and sleep. These 3 are like my trifecta. I've been using them for over a year, and I actually went through a period of time where I stopped taking all supplements just so I could see what actually worked and what didn't. Let me tell you, magnesium deserves all the hype it gets. I take 2 kinds. I take the Symbiotica. This is the magnesium L-threonate. This one's actually for your brain, so you can actually take this one any time of day. I just take them at night just because it's easier to remember, but this one, magnesium L-threonate, actually has science behind it that it helps lessen symptoms of depression because it's for your mind and it's like your nervous system. And then I take magnesium glycinate, and this one is the one for sleep. So if you're wondering which one actually like relaxes your muscles and is really good for nerve health, this is the one you should be taking. Let me tell you about this product. And if you don't know what ashwagandha is, it's an adaptogen, and adaptogen is a natural supplement that helps your body adapt to stress. It really helps with anxiety, it helps calm your mind, and in return, it helps you sleep better. This one comes in a little like tube like this. It tastes absolutely foul, but it works like a charm, and it's all natural, and they sell it at Whole Foods. Another important point is wearing blue light glasses before you go to bed absolutely works. when you're on your phone before bed, blue light like gives a signal to your brain that it's still daytime. Like obviously we don't want that when we are winding down for bedtime. And my camera died. I forget what I was talking about. I think it was blue light glasses, but yeah, definitely recommend getting blue light glasses, especially if you're on your phone a lot before bed. Like last little product I wanted to mention that I use at my bedtime is, oh my God, it smells so good. It's this Dr. Teal's sleep spray. And this is the lavender chamomile essential oil blend. Oh, you guys, it smells so good. I love a good sleep spray. Like it just makes your room smell so delicious, and like your bedding, making sleep like an event. I think like the whole point of this video is that you really want to like train your body that like when it's the end of the day, we are preparing for sleep. This is like my final little act before I like get into bed. Another thing I really wanted to mention is, like I just said in our bathroom section, is that I don't consume negative content. What I do consume, really good books. I love a good fantasy book. I did just make a whole entire video about my favorite books, so I'm not going to mention any here, but if you want to go check that out, I'm going to link it right here, and then you guys can go watch that and take all of my good book recommendations, because I love a good feel-good romance, a good fantasy. Like I want to escape before bedtime. And I also think, especially as we get older, like using your imagination is so important to like keep up that just like creative energy, that like childlike spirit. That is what I think about when I think about fantasy books. Highly recommend checking out that video and getting some good book recommendations. Those are all my little sleep tips for you guys. I feel like I have just so much more to say on this topic, but we'll leave it at that. I hope you guys get a good night's sleep. Let me know if you like this style of video. I'm trying to switch it up, but I love you guys, and I will see you next Sunday.